Dawn cracks over the misty village, the air filled with the faint chirping of birds from the treetops and the distant resonant ring of a temple bell. I step out of my hut, my eyes still heavy with sleep, and splash cool water on my face from a clay pot. The village is already stirring, coming alive as people gather for the morning market. I make my way through the narrow, muddy path, the earth soft beneath my feet. A friendly vendor waves and smiles as I pass. A group of children, their laughter echoing in the morning air, run by, chasing a wobbly wooden wheel. It's a morning like any other, until I pause, my ears catching a strange, unfamiliar rustle in the trees. A sudden, chill wind blows, completely out of place on this calm morning. It whips around me, swirling dry leaves up around my feet in a frantic dance. And then, a whisper, carried on the wind, brushes against my ear. Usher! I freeze, my heart instantly pounding in my chest like a drum. Just as quickly as it started, the wind dies down and the world goes still. I spin around searching, but there's no one there. The path is empty. A crow caws loudly from a branch above, its call sharp and jarring.
Shaken, I try to brush it off and continue walking, my steps a little faster now, my sense of peace shattered.
I arrive at the hut of Amarathi, the village healer. My hand trembles slightly as I raise it to knock on her wooden door. It opens slowly, creaking on its hinges to reveal Amarathi standing in the dim light. Her wise old eyes narrow as she takes in my troubled face. She doesn't seem surprised. You felt the wind speak again? She asks, her voice low and knowing. I can only nod, the words caught in my throat. She steps aside, gesturing for me to come inside. The air in her hut is thick with the sweet, smoky scent of incense, curling in lazy spirals around us. I sit on a woven mat, my eyes drawn to a wooden charm swinging gently from the ceiling. Amarathi moves with a quiet grace, her presence both calming and unnerving. She places a warm, dry palm on my head, and her touch sends a shiver through me. Your past calls to you, she mutters, her voice a low hum. My eyes widen in surprise. What does that mean? I whisper, leaning forward. She lets out a deep, heavy sigh. The forest spirits are restless. She turns away and begins to prepare a bowl of herbal water. The liquid seems to shimmer in the low light. She hands it to me. Drink, she commands gently. The water has a strange, faint glow to it. Trusting her, I take the bowl and gulp it down. Instantly, my vision blurs. The world around me dissolves, replaced by a torrent of flashing images. A house consumed by roaring flames. The piercing cry of a baby, wrapped tightly in a swaddling cloth. A shadowy figure, darting through the inferno. Hands reaching for the child. A masked person, their face hidden, whispering a single word. Live! I gasp, the air knocked from my lungs, and the bowl slips from my trembling fingers, clattering onto the floor. I clutch my chest, my heart racing, the images seared into my mind. Amarathi is there in an instant, her hand on my shoulder, steadying me. This is only the beginning, she warns, her voice grave. Tears stream down my face, hot against my skin. I wipe them away with the back of my hand, a new resolve hardening inside me. I need answers, I say, my voice stronger than I expect. The healer looks at me, a long, searching gaze, and then nods slowly. Then you must go to the old banyan tree. A cold dread washes over me. The forbidden forest? I ask, my voice barely a whisper. The stories we were told as children, the warnings to never step foot inside, all come rushing back. Amarathi nods again, her expression serious. At twilight, the spirits open the path. Fear coils in my stomach. I hesitate, my mind racing with all the reasons this is a terrible idea. Just then, the door to the hut rattles violently. A sharp, powerful gust of wind pushes it wide open, slamming it against the wall. The same chilling whisper from before fills the small room, swirling around us, louder this time, more insistent. Come. I stand up abruptly, my decision made. Amarathi looks alarmed. Do not go alone, she warns, her voice filled with urgency. But I can't wait. I step outside into the unsettling morning. The wind immediately tugs at my hair, pulling me forward. The villagers in the market square stop what they're doing, their eyes following me with a mixture of fear and confusion. A dog whines and backs away, its tail between its legs. The sky above is darkening, turning a bruised, stormy gray, even though it's barely mid-morning. I walk, my feet moving with a purpose that isn't entirely my own, toward the edge of the village, toward the forest boundary. The trees ahead sway unnaturally, their branches thrashing as if in a silent storm. I take a deep breath, trying to steady my nerves. I'm not afraid, I whisper to myself, though my voice trembles. As if in response, a soft, mocking laugh echoes on the wind. I stop at the forest gate, a crude wooden structure with a weathered sign hanging from it. The words are faded but still legible. Do not enter. I reach out and push the gate gently aside.
It swings open without a sound.
Taking one last look back at the village, I step into the shadowed forest. The moment I cross the threshold, an eerie silence descends. The chirping birds, the rustling leaves, everything goes quiet. Then a sharp snap of a branch behind me makes me spin around, my heart leaping into my throat. A hooded stranger stands on the path, appearing as if from thin air. I stumble back, my hand flying to my mouth. Who are you? I demand, my voice shaking. The stranger slowly lifts his head, and in the deep gloom of the forest, his eyes glow with a faint ethereal blue light. I've been waiting, he says, his voice surprisingly calm. My breath catches. For me? He simply nods. The truth begins tonight. Just as he speaks, a distant guttural roar echoes through the trees. So powerful, it seems to vibrate in my bones. The ground trembles slightly beneath my feet. The stranger's gaze shifts, looking past me deeper into the woods. We must go, now. I hesitate for a heartbeat, torn between the terrifying unknown ahead and the clear danger behind. The roar comes again, closer this time, louder and more menacing. My fear wins. I reach out and grip the stranger's offered hand. His touch is cool but firm. Without another word, he turns and leads me deeper into the forest, breaking into a run. The shadows around us seem to twist and writhe, dancing like living things as we plunge further into the darkness. The path disappears, but he moves with certainty, pulling me along as the world dissolves into a blur of motion and fear.